up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to HCS Pro Talk, your weekly MLB Sports podcast. Do people think we're frozen yet? This is episode 341 for the week of May 26th. Billy Mays here, May 26th, 2024. The title of this week's episode is HCS London Preview. My name is Josh, a.k.a. JK Fire. This week I'm joined by the man! Yeah, what hat are you wearing today? Is that the Outpost Discovery hat?
Outpost.
In the Halo Outpost Discovery hat, Will, a.k.a. I am Mr. Mayhem. Will, how are you doing on this Monday evening?
I'm doing fine. I'm tired, but I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, man. Shownotes is clearly having the time of his life with the Mavericks being up 3-0 against Timberwolves. Womp womp. But what Shownotes doesn't understand is that he made a Garfield reference where I literally just saw the new animated Garfield movie yesterday in theaters, and it wasn't my choice, it was the kids' choice, but the fact that you made that reference, not knowing that I did that, you know, to quote a famous musician, isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Except it's
all coincidence.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of like the ironic part about that song is that none of the parts of the song are irony. So whatever. What are you gonna do? Jesus Christ, Will.
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I'm really excited for this week's episode of the show because for those who don't know, this is our HCS London preview. I look forward to the preview and post shows every single event because this is our opportunity to talk about teams, talk about predictions, which are always wrong anyway, but what are you going to do? Just talk about the event itself and also include a little bit of an announcement that was teased a little earlier. And yeah, we're finally going to do it again. And it's another thing that I'm super excited about. So, Will, do you want to know what's on this week's episode of the show?
What do we got?
We have our HCS London preview, including breaking down the event and what to expect, providing predictions, and making announcements, a.k.a. the after party is back. We'll have more details to share later on during the topic of the show, so stay tuned for that. Cannot fucking wait, and it's going to be a great time. So without further ado, Will, let's get into some competitive news. Play Like a Pro settings. It's by HCS and Ranger Cali. They are graphics that are on the HCS's Twitter. There are 4 of them. There's Lucid, Woodham, Royal 2, and Legend. You can go ahead and check those out if you want to get what those pro player settings are in the game. The joke is that Royal 2 changes his settings all the time, so maybe that's not what he's going to be rocking with then and there. But it is really cool that they're doing something like this. Shout out to Callie for jumping in and assisting with that as well. Excited to see what she does for the rest of the major, too, for helping out the HCS. It's going to be a good time. So, yeah, go check out those graphics. Also, that's it for the competitive news. Before we get into the next segment, I want to give a quick shout out to Uncle Puppy with the 21-month resub and Absent with the 10-month resub. You both get a woo! Thank you very much for the resubs. Welcome back. Hope everyone's having a great fucking night. And to everybody tuning in live, welcome as well. Hope everyone's having a great night. To those that are listening on the audio services of their choice and or the YouTube channel, thanks for spending your time with us. And we hope you enjoy the show because we got a lot to talk about. Will, speaking of a lot to talk about, what do we got next? Rostermania!
Yeah, some Rostermania to go over right before London. So here we go. First up, Hydra Gaming. It's going to be Queen, Cranberry, Pink Sakura, and Command Station coming together. We also have Team Eclipse, which is going to be Miss Smiles, Sundays, Jessa Savage, and Luna Rose. We do have a Bittersweet EU. This is going to be Looney, Warlord, Batchford, and Hi, I'm Ninja. We do have Fluffy Aimers. This is going to be King, Nick, Manny, Monster, and Rammy. Complexity has officially signed Spartan. I know it was all there. Writing was on the wall. He came off of Sentinels, right onto Complexity with the scrims, tournaments, whatever. And now it's official. And then the question was finally answered. Is anyone going to pick up this faux roster?
Yeah.
We were wondering for the longest time.
But there is somebody in chat who called it. So
yeah.
Go ahead, Will. Say who it is.
But yeah, Into the Breach has finally picked up the faux roster. And from Into the Breach, they state, Into the Breach enters the Halo esports ecosystem with the addition of the faux roster, making our debut at the upcoming London Major. We're stoked to enter a game with such depth in lore and so rich in gaming history. This is a long-term investment and commitment to the game, as we're confident the player base and ecosystem as a whole will grow across Europe and beyond. We want to be a stalwart part of that growth and take a community-centric approach as we have done across all our other titles. What?
I'm happy that Foe got picked up.
Sure.
I'm very genuinely, I am very happy that Foe got picked up. They are arguably the top team in their region right now. It looks like Quadrant might be clicking again now, though. So we'll see what happens in London. And it is technically their home event, so we'll see what happens there. I'm talking about Quadrant, but I'm very happy that Foe got picked up. It seems like they finally got the offer that they're looking for. Hopefully the organization is a good one. And we can go from there. But obviously my skepticism lies with the long-term nature. But we'll just have to wait and see. That's something I'm not really going to speculate on right now. People know my thoughts about what I think next year is going to look like, and then the future past that. So I will always say I'd love to be proven wrong, and I'm not trying to be a pessimist. It's just how I feel about it. So we'll just have to wait and see. Congratulations to that roster for finally being picked up and for hopefully getting the deal that you guys wanted all along. It's not, like I said, we don't know the financial details or anything like that, but the thing that I love is that they kind of held firm, like no pun intended for the Mattress Firm thing, but like they held firm and really feels like they stuck to their guns on what they wanted, and I hope they got what they wanted. I really do. So congratulations to them. Welcome into the breach, into the Halo esports ecosystem, and we'll see you guys. We'll see what you guys are able to do off that hot top 6 placing at Arlington, and we'll see what you guys are able to do here in London. Yeah.
Oh my God, PD with all the faux puns.
God damn it. God damn it. And yes, Blackout, technically you were right. So congratulations to you. You can take this moment for yourself. TZ Brax, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Thank you so much. HCS Pro Talk. Oh, man. But it can't be that anymore because it's into the breach now, you know? But hey, it's okay. We still have HCS Pro Talk. All right, moving on. Is that it for Rostermania, Will?
Yeah, that's it. Moving on. Let's go.
All right, let's get into your upcoming tournaments of the week. I'm just kidding. We don't actually have those right now. So Scrim Tournament League recaps, Will. What do we got?
Just one. The Halo Lives on Piff Ball Tournament. And here we go. In 8th place, we had Loyal 41215. 7th went to DJ Panda. 6th, Excelsior? We're going to say Excelsior. 5th was Sad Sag. XO. Okay. 4th went to Dr. Dive. 3rd, Legendary C4. 2nd went to SGT Blair TV. And 1st was Untouched Player. We then had the London tune-up that took place. 4th went to Valletta, which was, I'm going to say, Buck 20, Blackjack, Finners, and level 50. 3rd went to TMNT, which was Chaos, Valkyrie, Infini, and Wafts. 2nd went to Click Esports. This is Desire, Ebby, Low Socks, and Kama. And 1st went to Bittersweet, Looney Warlord, Hi, I'm Ninja, Shiesty.
Will, it genuinely sounded like you said London tuna. And
tuna?
Yeah, instead of tune up. Like it's
tune up.
It's like, oh shit. Fucking tuna, dude.
So,
Yeah,
as I'm reading that, I can just imagine you thinking tuna the whole time.
That's what it was. That's why I laughed. I'm like, what the fuck? Absent says I 100% heard tuna. Yeah, see, thank you. I'm like, I'm not alone here. I swear to God, I thought he said tuna. That's the wonders of the microphone over Discord, is that you never know like when it's going to cut off. That's hilarious.
Tune up, people.
Tune up and tune in. Hacky Schmidt just joined. Any big Rostermania? No, nothing too big. Foe got picked up by an organization which we've been waiting for, and Spartan's officially on Complexity, so there you go. Cortuna? Yeah, Cortuna Impostana. That's the weapon in Halo Infinite. That's literally her name, is Cortuna, as in not tuna, but like TWONA. Cortuna Impostana. Little throwback to way earlier episodes, Will. That's what that is. God damn it. All right. Will, thank you for reading through those.
Yeah. Let's
move on, is what you're saying? Brackets and VODs included in the Google Doc of the show notes of the show for those tournaments. Make sure to check them out. And it's time, ladies and gentlemen, for our topic of the show, our HCS London preview. What we're going to do is, if you want to follow along, open up in the Twitch chat there, type in ! show notes, or if you're tuning into the audio version of the show or the VOD on YouTube, go into the description, click on the link, go to the show notes, follow along if you want to, and we got a lot to discuss. So, without further ado, Verb, welcome back. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good night. You don't need to be sorry you're late. You're good. And Shio, long time no see. Good to see you as well. Absent toe notes. Oh, my God. Fuck you. All right, tournament information. Here's the format. 64-team open bracket, which is really not that much. I think right now... So I know it's not all the teams are there yet. Like, not all the teams are listed yet. But when I checked today, it was 44. So obviously there's going to be a few more than that. So we'll just have to wait and see what the actual total number is. But I don't think it's going to be 64 teams. I could be wrong, though. I'd love to be wrong. I'd love for it to be the full 64 team, but we'll have to wait and see. 16-team pool play and a 12-team championship bracket. The open bracket will start and end on Friday, May 31st, and the top 4 teams will advance to pool play. The qualified teams for the open bracket include, from North America, we have Native Gaming, which is APG, Barcode, Gilkey, and Miquin. In the EU region, we have Mamma Mia, which is I7-948, Moe's, Flux, and Shad. In the Mexico region, we have SWAT Esports, or SWAT Esports, which is Acid, Drift, Noble, and Tapping Buttons. And from the Australia-New Zealand region, we have... Are you ready? Which is Plasma, Scoob, Meister, Sways, and Rice. A lot of fucking buttons I have to press to get to that sound. That's why I had to stall there. I'm sorry. I should switch that around. Beth with the 49 fucking month resub. You get a woohoo!
Oh, incredible.
Wow. That is crazy. Verb asks, how many North American teams are going to London besides Native and Piggy and the Mexican team? Passion United. P United is going to be there. So, there you go. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see how many total teams are going to be there. It should be a fun time regardless. Pool play. 12 auto-qualified teams and 4 teams from the open bracket. 4 pools of 4, single round robin. And again, the format that is not ideal, but it is what it is. And the format is first and second in pools go to winners round 1. Third in pools go to losers round 1. And your 4th place team in pools is eliminated from the tournament right then and there. Championship bracket. The champ bracket will fight for their share of $250,000 and a paid trip to the Atlanta Major. It is a 12-team double elimination, and the top 6 teams will lock in those exact seeds at the HCS Atlanta Major. So just like Arlington, where top 6 from Arlington this year locked in top 6 for seeding for London, it's going to be the same thing for London. Your top 6 from London will be the top 6 seeds going into Atlanta. And the prize pool breakdown is: first will take home $100,000, second $60,000, third $30,000, fourth $17,500, fifth, sixth will take home $8,000 apiece, seventh and eighth will take home $5,000 apiece, 9th through 12th $2,500 apiece, and 13th through 16th $1,625 apiece. There you go. There's going to be a $5,000 tournament. Registration will take place on site as well. And the prize breakdown is $2,000 for first, $1,200 for second, $800 for third, $425 for fourth, $200 for fifth, $150 for sixth, $125 for seventh, and $100 for eighth place. And this would not be a major this year if it wasn't for some side tournaments taking place as well. On Friday, May 31st, we have the MCC Halo 3 2v2. First place will take home $600, when second place will take home $250. It is a 16-team capacity. Okay? Signups will be at 3:45 p.m. BST with a starting time of 5:15 p.m. BST as well. Halo 5 2v2 will be taking place on May 31st as well. Same prize pool, $600 for first place, $250 for second, 16-team cap, 4:45 p.m. BST for signup, and 6:15 p.m. BST for starting time. And then on Saturday, June 1st, we have 2 tournaments as well. The Halo Infinite 2v2. This is a bigger prize pool. First place will take home $1,200, and second place will take home $500. 64-team capacity here. 12 p.m. BST sign up, 2:15 p.m. BST start time. Again, this is Saturday, June 1st. And the last side tournament, also on Saturday, is the MCC Halo 3 4v4. First place will take home $1,200. Second place will take home $400. 16-team capacity. Signups at 4:30 p.m. BST and starting time of 5:45 p.m. BST. So make sure to get signed up if you're interested. We have heard some not so great things about those that are like players that have been trying to wait in line for these side tournaments that are taking place. We've heard instances of players like jumping the line when they shouldn't be, whether that be pro players or not. It's just, if you're going to sign up for these side tournaments, be there on time and like, don't be an asshole, because the people that were waiting there were waiting for a reason. Like, don't be a dick and fucking try to cut in because like, oh, well, I'm going to place better than they will anyway. Get that shit out of here. So those are the side tournaments to look forward to. Next up, Will, this is probably, well, I know this is the first time we've ever seen something like this. Your main stage layout is going to be a 360-degree main stage. Something we've never seen, if I'm not mistaken, in Halo esports history. I might be wrong here, but I genuinely believe we've never seen this before. So again, we have the picture in the show notes if you want to see it. In which case, in the very center of the stage, we have the 2 teams facing against each other. So they're not like in a line or anything like that. In like previous events, these teams are directly sitting across from each other. So there's that. There are screens everywhere in this picture. So that's something also to keep in mind. Will, the one thing that I heard that I can definitely see as being a concern is for those that are looking at the picture. Will, are you looking at the picture currently?
Oh yeah, I got it here.
Okay, so the 4 screens in each corner, like the screen in each corner of the main stage, right?
Yeah.
And then we have screens right next to it, kind of, but like at a diagonal to go towards those people sitting in those corners. But do you see those like 3 rows, like those sections of 3 rows? How it doesn't look like they're going to be able to see much. You know what I mean? Based off that graphic, it doesn't look like they're going to be able to see a screen very well.
Yeah, I'm not I'm curious if the one that is diagonal there will be more angled for them as well, or something. I don't know. They'll figure something out. If not, those seats just won't be open or taken.
I also hope that they work it out. Mike said, Mike, by the way, he does socials for Native Gaming. He said, I'll send pics of the seating and the stage. Mike, please do when you have that. Leezy, welcome back as well. 4 rows of VIP seats on both sides. On both sides. There are 4 rows on both sides. So I like that they have a VIP seating section. We'll see if it's enforced, says Riz. I am excited for the VIP as long as those screens are easily able to be seen. I actually love the idea of having the VIP be closer to the action. As we clearly see that, because, you know, you're paying VIP prices. You deserve, like, you are the very important person, obviously. So, like, I think you deserve to be treated as such and have that exclusive seating area. I just hope that they're able to see everything accordingly. That's what I'm hoping for. So yeah, there is that. In the graphic, it does say that there is more seating available than is shown within the picture. So who knows what that's actually going to look like. But Mike, I guess we'll just wait for your pictures till we get that. Yeah, I'm really curious and excited, Will, about this layout. I don't think we've ever seen anything like this before. So
yeah, I can't wait till we see what's there on broadcast, you know?
Oh,
what
yeah.
It looks like.
And we already know that crowd's going to be fucking crazy. So, goddamn, it's going to be something. Moving on to your talent lineup, we have Lottie as the desk host. We have Blaze as the stage host. We have your casters, which include Onset, Bravo, Gaskin, Schurzy, Walshy, and Clutch, who is also an analyst for this event. You have your analyst, Tony, a.k.a. Why Not Be Reckless, a.k.a. Why Not Be Casting, a.k.a. A Kind of Freaking Big Deal. And then we have your analyst, Lethal, as a matter of fact. Really happy to see Lethal on the at the desk there this time around. Love his insight. It's been a while. Since we've seen him there. So really excited for that. Glad he got the opportunity to do so. And he's going to kill it like usual. Verb asks, where the fuck is Golden Boy? Yeah, he's in Shanghai, if I'm not mistaken, for Valorant. Like right now. So, yeah. There you go. Your Friday schedule is live as well, and it includes times in Eastern. Also, for our friends across the pond, and, of course, those in London. It includes those times. So all the times are included. Go check them out. I think one of the coolest things, Will, we chatted about this earlier, like just us two, is that the main stage opens. Kind of unfortunately that it's not quadrant like their home event, but we do get the now picked up foe roster and Into the Breach going up against Shopify Rebellion. So we have one of the hottest EU teams against one of the hottest up and coming North American teams. First match of the day on Friday on main stage. That crowd is going to be hopefully insane. And I don't think you could ask for a better matchup, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah, we also have quadrant later in the day. I think that was the play, is more people will be there later. So towards the end of the broadcast. So yeah, you have quadrant versus Sen, and then quadrant against Optic. 2 big matches.
I think we have, I think we have some absolute bangers happening on Friday. Like ones that stick out to me, obviously we have Rebellion against Into the Breach. Regardless if I think Rebellion would win that, like we'll get to predictions later. Just that should be a cool matchup because hopefully the crowd's involved. Optic Sentinels. Sentinels now with that reformed roster with Precision. Excited to see what happens there. That Quadrant Sentinels matchup should be good as well. And then I don't see Quadrant doing a whole lot, but again, if that crowd's there, that Optic Quadrant matchup could be fun.
Yeah.
So some really good Friday matchups going on, even if it is just pool play. Who gives a shit? Blackout said, I made a big ass post in the HCS Discord with all the times that auto updates to your time zone. Look at that. What's up, Rascals? Welcome back. All right. Twitch drops. They're back. And they include, again, check out the graphic in the show notes if you're interested. But for those that are just listening, I'll read these off to you. On May 31st, all you have to do, watch for 3 hours for the main stream, and you will get the Adrenal AR coding and the Harvest Dusk armor coding for Mark V and Rakshasha. And then on day 2, June 1st, again, watch for 3 hours total on the main Halo channel, and you will get the Adrenal Commando coding, the Overkill weapon charm, and the Harvest Dusk for the Hazmat and Yoroi cores. Day 3, on June 2nd, watch for 3 hours again, and you will get the Adrenal BR coding, the Killtacular weapon charm, the Harvest Dusk for Eagle Strike and Mirage, and the Harvest Dusk for Mark 4 and Mark 7 cores. And then finally, all 3 days, the co-streamers for the event watch 3 hours among those, and you will get the Harvest Dust for Chimera, the Tasteful Sensation for the Razorback, and the Adrenal Sidekick coding as well. And from the HCS, event attendees will receive a code card at check-in that grants all the HCS London 2024 Twitch drops. So there's that. Where to watch it? You can catch all the action live May 31st to June 2nd. A, B, C, and D streams. Twitch.tv/Halo, HCS, HCS Red, and HCS Blue. And then all streams will be available on YouTube as well, which is a great way to archive the VODs too. So it just makes it easier. Like, it's going to sound like selfish, but it makes it so easy from a show notes perspective, knowing that those VODs will never be deleted because they're not on Twitch. Just include the links and everybody can go back and watch them. It's always a good thing. And then I can finally confirm, after discussing with Will and after discussions outside of the game, I guess you could say, that we are officially going to be doing the after party streams again for the London Major. For those that missed it for Arlington, what we did was, after the matches had concluded for that day, we would go live right here on twitch.tv/HCS Pro Talk, and we'd break down the matches, we'd break down our thoughts, and we talk about what we'd expect to see in that next day's matches. It's always a good time. It allows people just a way to hang out after the matches had taken place, and gives people an opportunity to earn some Twitch drops if they haven't already, which means, yes, we will have Twitch drops enabled again for the London Major, so make sure to stop on by if you still need those. So how this is going to work. Live every night of the Major around 9 p.m. Central. Okay? So for those who don't know, London's start time in the Central Time Zone is very early relative to what it usually is in the Central Time Zone. What I mean by that is, typically matches would start around noon or so, noon Central. That's when typically the broadcast would begin. For London, it starts at 7 a.m. our time. Okay? Or 6 a.m. our, whatever. It starts early. Now, granted, I'm up that early anyway because I have a fucking 5-year-old. So who cares? But what we are going to be doing for the after party, and I need people to understand this, is that even though the matches may conclude around 5, 6 p.m. Central or whatever it is, we're not going to be going live until a little bit later than that. Okay? So we'll be going live around 9 p.m. Central every day of the Major. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll break down the day's matches, talk about what we're looking forward to. And it's going to be a fun time. And we hope to see you there. because I'm fucking excited. I loved what we did for Arlington. I thought it was a really cool way just to chill and talk about everything that had happened. And yeah, I hope you guys join us for the London after party. It's going to be fun. And Riz asked the question, are you guys going to have London merch? Yeah. Yeah, I think we are. Now, I don't want to get hopes too high here. Let's not, I'm not trying to fucking like YouTube thumbnail this shit and like get people, fucking clickbaity shit. We will have London merch. It will be, we're going to re-release the Arlington merch that had come out. So for those who missed that drop, you will have an opportunity to get those. And we're going to add 1 or 2 extra as well. Okay. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be a fun time. And if you want a little tease as to what one of those designs is going to be, in the show notes, you will see the after party poster, one of which that we're using for London here. That is going to be one of them that is used as one of the pieces of merch. So we'll have shirts and posters like we did for Arlington. It'll be the same deal. Go check it out. Finally, before we get into predictions here, have a few pieces of notable information as we look toward London. First up, for those attending the event in person, the clear bag policy. Sometimes, Will, we've witnessed this. The rules are weird. The rules may say one thing, but mean something else entirely. Maybe the security team has a mindset of their own as to what they deem necessary to bring in and not bring in. Well, they're just doing their job. I just want to make people aware. Like, I'm not hating on the security guards. They're doing their job. But this is from Cam, who works for Quadrant. He said, confirming the following for those wondering about bags for the major. Non-clear bags are accepted. It can be a normal backpack. All bags will be searched thoroughly upon entry. There is no size limit to the bag that you bring in. And they will have a cloakroom on site for storage.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. I think that's the most accommodating bag policy we've ever seen, Will. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah. I'm just not going to get into it, but there's probably a reason we need clear bags here in the U.S. and they don't in London.
Yep.
I
will say bag check is pretty cool though. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Goddamn.
Yeah.
What's up, Watsy? Welcome back. All right. And then Halo Data Hive. Shout out to Halo Data Hive, by the way, because they have a series countdown timer. The event page on Halo Data Hive now features a countdown clock for every group series so that you know when your favorite team is about to play. That is fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
Another thing that's fucking great, Will. We've heard the question time and time again. What is the series map mode layout for this series that I'm looking forward to? Well, all of them for every series are currently on Halo Data Hive for the London Major. So if you select the link in the show notes, you'll be navigated directly to it. So you can see the map mode layouts for every series, even up until and including the grand finals. Go check that out.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And then finally, Spartan provided a couple clarifying points here. First up, controller overclocking will finally be allowed starting from London and going forward. This has been a hot topic for him for quite some time because we know that other controller esports allow this. So the fact that Halo hasn't for the longest time has been something that's kind of really stuck in his side for a while. So good to see that they're finally going to be allowing it. Additionally, the Tormentor helmet, for those who may have missed the tweet, I'm forgetting exactly who was the one that posted the tweet in the first place, but there is a tweet out there that showed a fucky hitbox with one of the helmets. The helmet is the Tormentor. It is banned from competitive play. So players cannot use that helmet. So there you go. All right. Will.
Yeah.
It is time for our predictions. And the beautiful part is that if you want to submit your own predictions, you can do so via Halo Data Hive. Link is included in the show notes. It'll take you directly to the London predictions page. You can submit all your predictions for pools and for the placings themselves. Go check it out. So, without further ado, Will, I think it's time for a little roster recap. Do you want to kick us off?
You have me on this?
Go. It's all you, man. You got the names.
All right, let's fucking go. If you don't know some of these teams, you probably should by now, but here we go anyway. Space Station is going to be Bound, Eco, Legend, and Stellar. We got Proton, Gaming, Druk, Collect, Last Shot, Tolic, BH3, Sports, Kimbo, Millsy, Sunrise, and Zove. Optic Gaming, Dead Zone, Formal, Lucid, Trippy. Quadrant is going to be Glory, Sika, SLG, and Snipe Drone. Sentinels, Boobadooboo, Falcated, Lethal Precision. FaZe Clan, Frosty, Renegade, Royal 2, and Snakebite. Complexity, Descendant, Huss, Rhynoob, and Spartan. Cloud9, Sab, Septify, Suspector, and Tusk. We have Rebellion, which is going to be Cycle, Mental, Soul Snipe, and Suppressed. Into the Breach, Jimbo, Mighty, Chick, and Woodham. And then Fluffy Esports, King Nick, Manny, Monster, and Rammy.
Thank you very much, Will.
Oh, yeah.
Scott says, super clutch work by Halo Data Hive. Great stuff. Great stuff, indeed. He does an amazing job. Like I said, shout out Halo Data Hive.
Yeah.
Check out Halo Data Hive for all your Halo statistical needs. All right.
Josh, do you have a scene with the graphics to show stream?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't, but I can. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Put all that work in for it, you know? We did choose different fonts, which is kind of...
I mean, we didn't communicate that ahead of time.
No, we didn't.
Who cares? You know? Give me a sec. I'm working on it. I have to fucking scroll, dude. I hate scrolling.
All right, making you work on the spot. My bad.
Fuck, dude. What the fuck, dude? All right.
Did I list Gilkey for native? Because
we don't list the open bracket teams, and technically I already did earlier in the show.
Yeah.
Did you list Collect? Yes, we fuck you. Yes, we did, obviously. Jesus. You better bring your all right, Collect? You better bring your all, dude. I'm expecting big things out of you. Ronan says, I'm not sure who's winning, but it definitely won't be the Timberwolves. Wow! Ronan fucking... Man! What the fuck? God damn it. Fucking rude ass. Jesus. All right.
I'm not opposed to ban hammers coming out soon.
Oh, no. No.
PD, you're behind, man. We already beat the Nuggets.
Yeah, we already whooped your fucking ass. I'm just kidding. Okay. Hold on. I got it up. It can be taken a multitude of ways.
Riz, give me model, do it.
Okay. I'm just going to roll with this, Will. So folks are just literally folks are just going to see the show notes, but we're going to roll with it. Okay.
Hey, all right, whatever.
All
that
right,
works.
Cool. I think this will work. Hey, there we go. We did it. Okay. So we have Will's predictions up currently for those watching the stream. So Will, if you would do me a favor, let's run through pools for you. What do you got? What do you got going on?
Obviously, I have Space Station taking the pool, Proton coming in second. It's tough not knowing what open qualifying teams are going to be placed where, but I do have the open qual going 1 and 2 over, is it B3H or BH3? Whatever.
Whatever. Oh my God. Also,
beans on toast, Riz.
Yeah,
beans on toast.
Let's give credit where credit is due here. Big shout out to Blackout in the chat for providing this wonderful, incredible graphic, along with the images that we used for the teams. So big shout out to Blackout in the chat. And yeah, we had to use it. We had to fucking use it when we saw it. So there you
go. As you can see in Pool B, I got Optic going 3-0, Sen 2-1, Quadrant 1-2, which was tough to pick, and then the open team going 0-3.
Okay.
In Pool C, Phase 3-0, Complexity 2-1, Cloud9 1-2, and then the open qual team 0-3.
Okay.
Pool D is where I just was like, something fucky's gonna happen in Pool D. I feel it coming. Rebellion's going to go 3-0. Open Qual, Breach, and Fluffy all going 1 and 2. Each beating each other once somewhere and losing to the other two. And then just because of map counts, I have Open Qual team second, Breach third, Fluffy out.
Are we both under the assumption? So for those who don't know, in pools A and B, the two teams in open bracket on the loser's side will go to pools A and B, where the top two teams from the winner's side of the open bracket will go to pools C and D. Based off the teams that we know are competing now, like right now, I am assuming that Native are making it into Pool D. If not, then Pool C. I assume they're coming from the winner's side. For my predictions specifically, I have them in Pool D. So it's who knows if it's going to matter in the long run, but that's just where I personally have it.
Sure.
And Will, we talked about this previously. We haven't shown mine yet, but we talked about this previously. I don't have the fuckery that you do in terms of the map counts, but I did think that Pool D would be the one that would do it. Pool D would be the pool that's like, man, if one team just needs to win one fucking map to fuck everything over. So who knows what's going to happen there. Thank you, Spring. You have a great night, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Spring.
All right, Will, you need to go through your top 12.
So top 9 through 12. I think Breach, Cloud9, Native, and Open Qual team go out early here. Just need to see more. 7th and 8th, I have Sentinels and Quadrant. I just believe Complexity and Proton have been playing better. I do. It's a toss-up. We'll see. You never know. Verb. You never know.
Will's going to start throwing hands against the chat here soon. I'm waiting for it.
You know what? Everybody goes what they think it should be because of online and what happened and what's been happening, but we get to LAN and it all gets fucked up somewhere.
There usually does seem to be one team that kind of fucks around and finds out, and not in a bad way. Like genuinely, like fucks around and be like, "Hey, we shouldn't be here, but we are." You know what I mean? Like I kind of look at Cloud9 in a sense in some cases. Like, I don't think they should be where they are at points, but it's like, oh, okay, I guess you are. Cool beans, bro. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Fourth, I have Shopify. I think this comes down to bracket. They have a chance to upset some teams, in my opinion, and could make it even higher than fourth if things fall their way. Third, I have Optic. I think they meet FaZe again in the losers finals, and FaZe moves back up to the winners bracket. And then first, I have SSG. It's just a feeling. I don't know why. I can't give you reasons other than their performance and what they've been doing lately or in the previous land, but this is just quickly go with my head, don't think too much about it, and we'll see what happens.
I mean, that's not a bad prediction, like Space Station going back to back. That's not a bad prediction at all, especially when you have Legend coming back on home turf. Like we assume that the crowd is going to be behind them, if they're in that grand final again. So yeah, and it's gonna be crazy. I mean it when I say, like, that crowd is going to be fucking insane, especially on a championship Sunday. It's going to be fucking insane. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad prediction. It's not mine, but I don't think it's a bad one. I don't think it's a bad one, Will. Sometimes
you just got to go against the grain, people. You know what?
That's fine. You fucking, dude, these are your predictions. You own this. You don't need to justify it to anybody. We just do it to do it. They're wrong all the time. It doesn't matter. It's fun. All right. So those are Will's predictions. Going to mine. We try to. There we go.
Oh, just click and drag. There
yeah, little click and drag. So in Pool A, I have Space Station also taking first place there. Proton in second. The open qualified team going third. And then BH3 Esports. No. In Pool B, I have Optic winning. Duh. Sentinels second. Duh. Quadrant third. Kind of duh. And the open qualified team, no. In Pool C, because again, guys, we need to keep in mind here. The open bracket teams that are coming into pools A and B are coming from the loser side of the open bracket. So that's what I'm going to say there. In Pool C, I have FaZe taking it, obviously. Complexity, we'll talk about Complexity and my placing in 7th and 8th in a minute, but I have them taking second in their pool. Cloud9 taking third. But again, this really depends, Will, where Native show up. Because like I said, I think Native Gaming are going to be in Pool D. I do. But because I think they're going to be on the winner's side regardless. So whether or not they're in Pool C or Pool D, I think they're going to be in Pool D. But if they're in Pool C, then I'll say this right now, even though I don't have it in the graphic. If Native Gaming make it into Pool C, they're going to be Cloud9. And so they would be the open bracket team over Cloud9. Cloud9 would be sent home. But then Pool D, Shopify in first. That's kind of obvious. Into the Breach, even with me thinking that Native are going to be in Pool D, I still have Into the Breach over them because of the shorter distance of travel, the potential of having the crowd behind them, and they've had more time to gel as a team. So that's what I'm going to say there. And then that fluffy esports, I mean, they have good players. I just don't see it happening. I'm sorry. So that means in 9th through 12th, I have Cloud9, Into the Breach, one of the open qualified teams. I don't know who they are. And then Native Gaming. Now, Tools, you said y'all are preying on the downfall of Jimbo. No. So if I made a bracket based off of where I thought teams would sit, okay? So like how brackets are made in other majors, I followed that same format. And because I'm always wrong, but if I'm right on this, I have Into the Breach and Quadrant playing in losers round 1. And I'm sorry, but somehow, some way, for some reason, I have Quadrant winning that match. And I'm fully aware of how well Into the Breach did versus how well Quadrant did at Arlington. I'm fully aware. It's just a weird feeling that's probably wrong because it's always wrong. But that would be it. Like, if they play each other in losers round one of those teams is getting top 12. And that team I have being Into the Breach. So, unfortunate, but it is what it is for me. In 7th and 8th, I have Complexity and Proton. The reason being is because, again, if I had the bracket going a different way, I may have taken Proton over Quadrant. Like, so I would maybe have Proton being in top 6. But the reason I don't is because I have a losers round matchup against Sentinels and Complexity, and I think Sentinels are just the better team. And the other thing I think about Will is Spartan is still not 100% yet. I don't think he's fully gelled with that Complexity roster yet. And him not being 100% health-wise, along with potential jet lag, I think it could be, I'm not saying it is, but I'm saying it could be a recipe for disaster. So that's why I'm going to take Sentinels over Complexity if that matchup happens. So that's why Complexity is where they are. And then Proton, for my bracket, how I have it set up. And again, this is a weird one too. This is a very, very weird one. But again, I have a kind of rematch from pool play at Arlington, but this time it's going to be a little, instead of business, it's Proton against Native Gaming. In which case I think Proton wins that, which is why I have Native Gaming in 9th through 12th. But again, I think the crowd is going to play a big part here. And I'm thinking that Quadrant are starting to hit a little bit of a stride now at that point in the tournament. They play against Proton and they win, which is why I have Quadrant above Proton in my placings. 5th, 6th, Sentinels Quadrant. I already talked about. I mean, I think Sentinels is kind of a lock for that. Unless they were able to bring it to Shopify. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, Quadrant kind of the weird one there. We'll have to wait and see. My predictions are always wrong anyway. I don't fucking care. And then in 4th place, I have Shopify. I think they're a solidified 4th place team at this point in time. I think Sentinels are going to be fighting them for that spot. I don't think Quadrant do. I don't think Quadrant are fighting for that spot, but I do think that Sentinels would be. So either way, I have Shopify taking 4th again. The reason why is because I have FaZe in 3rd again. Now, why is FaZe in 3rd again? Because I think they make a bounce back, but I don't think it's that big of enough of a bounce back to beat the other two teams. That's where I'm at with them. And this is coming from somebody who thought FaZe were going to win last event. So take that for what you will. In 2nd place, I have Space Station. Even with Legend, even with the crowd behind them, I think Optic hit a little bit of a stride. That grand finals last event was very, very close. And yeah, I think Optic are going to take it this time. I do think that. Ultraman says, I personally think it's going to be Optic versus SSG Grand Finals again, but Optic on the winner's side. I actually agree. That is what I have going on as well. I think Optic and Space Station play each other in the winter final. I think Optic win that. And I think Space Station beat FaZe in losers. Which means I'm seeing another FaZe Shopify losers matchup, Will, to send one of them home. And I think that loser is going to be Shopify.
Okay.
So.
Blackout, I chose SSG to win. What are you talking about?
Verb says Optic played too slow to beat SSG. They played too slow with APG on the team. They don't play too slow anymore. Ronan says, I'm predicting live fire for all 7 games in the grand finals. I mean, if LVT are putting the tournament on, then maybe. Shurzy said, I predicted Optic to win. Now that I've seen Josh do it, I need to redo. What do you mean? Just say you're following what Bravo said. That's all you got to do. Just literally say what fucking Bravo said. Because I think that was Bravo's prediction in the narratives preview. And another fun fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think I had Optic winning. I could be wrong here, but I think I had Optic winning in my preseason predictions as well. And also, if I'm not mistaken, in those preseason predictions, I threw a bone to Quadrant to say they'd take fourth. Obviously, I don't think they're taking fourth, but like I threw them a bone during the preseason predictions episode, and I'm like, whatever, what are you going to do? So there's that. You're copying Bravo's homework? That's embarrassing. Oh, fuck off, Shurzy. Not copying his homework. I mean, I'm not copying homework when they only provided one prediction as to who was going to win the event. Thompson Waffle, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show, by the way. Appreciate that. But yeah, those are our predictions. They're always wrong, so take it for what you will. Don't be fucking upset over that shit. Just be excited for a really good Halo that's going to happen this weekend because I hope it's fucking awesome. Will, I have some questions here. Okay?
Okay.
Questions that I'm going to keep in the back of my mind. Throughout the event. Just going to keep them in the back of my mind throughout the event. Tool says, have you ever tried to get it right, though? I've gotten it right multiple times, Tools. I predicted back-to-back world champions. As a matter of fact, thank you very much. So, you're welcome. I am 2 for 2 on world champ victories. I just didn't expect it to happen in the way that it did last year, but I got it right. Thompson says, Lucy need a bad shepherd's pie on Thursday. Will flop out of pool play.
Oh, no.
God damn. You mean the 2 tournaments that were the easiest to predict? Oh, dude. If only. Sure, says, cool. I'll only watch the show around Worlds. All right, good. Yeah, hey, if you want to see everything culminate into the greatest prediction of all time, check back at Worlds time. And then I'll get it wrong this year. And everybody's going to be like, why the fuck did I listen to that guy? I'd be like, dude, don't bet. You know what I mean? It's not my fault. God damn. All right, here are the questions that I have, Will.
Okay.
We hear it all the time. We've been talking about it. We've been wondering the same thing. How are FaZe going to bounce back? You clearly have them making a bigger bounce back than I do, which I love. Like, I love that. But I that's one of the things I'm keeping in the back of my head. How are they actually going to bounce back? I'm excited to see them. I don't think, and I mean this for kind of every team, I don't think we're going to see FaZe at their peak at London, just like I don't necessarily think we're going to see any team at their peak. Because, like, this is only the second major LAN event with Bandit starts. Like, teams are still learning things. Teams are still figuring out strategies, determining game flow with the Bandit start. We're seeing new maps being added as well. Like, things are changing. So I don't see every team at their peak yet. But I'm very curious to see what FaZe are able to do with that. Even though they took third at Arlington, it wasn't a traditional third place that you think of for a top, like for one of the standard top 3 teams. They had to really claw their way to that. And again, I said that they were going to win Arlington. That clearly didn't happen. But I just didn't expect that to come out of them. So. Yo, Pancakes with the gifted sub to Davey Wavy. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. You get a whoa! Welcome back, Pancakes. Good to see you. All right. So that was one question, Will. The next one, we both have them taking fourth this event. But are Shopify going to take that next step forward? We talk about all the time how a lot of it can come down to the bracket that you get. You don't pick the teams that you play. So you could be We've seen it. I don't want to hear the fucking rebuttal. We've seen it happen before where a team that you wouldn't necessarily expect to get as high of a placing as they did was basically because of the bracket that they were given. But hey, you got to win those matches. These teams win these matches. There you go. So I'm wondering if Shopify are able to take that next step forward, because the reason I bring this up, Will, we didn't see the phase that we expected to see at Arlington. We expect them to be better. Not 100%, not their peak, but we expect them to be better. And regardless of the end of that Game 5 on Streets being a potential fucky spawn leading to FaZe winning that game and that series, if FaZe are able to just bring a little bit more than what they brought at Arlington, then I think Shopify need to take a bigger step if they want to beat them. So, what are your thoughts? I know, again, we both have them fourth, but what are your thoughts on Shopify heading into this event? They're a hot button topic.
Yeah, like I said, they have the opportunity to upset and potential to move up higher than fourth, in my opinion. But I just got to see it happen. If I'm thinking correctly, they're just playing a really fast-paced style that it's possible that teams aren't ready for it.
They are.
Sometimes it's like one of those, when it's working, but if it's going wrong, then I don't know.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I think I've yet to say on this show, and something I really want, and I think it'd be a perfect opportunity to say now, even though I have them taking forth this event. One of the things I want to commend Shopify on is their practice. I am, for anybody that's listened to this show for more than 2 or 3 episodes, you will know that I am the biggest, you could even call it a hater, but I consider it a realist. I don't think online matters that much, if at all in some cases. But the thing that I can definitively say is that Scrim's practice online can be used as practice and so on and so forth. And the team that has been putting in the fucking practice has been Shopify. They have been in nearly every single online event. They went to the Orlando LAN. They lost, but they went to that Orlando LAN. They have been putting in the work. And that's not to say other teams haven't. Guys, just as a heads up, for those who don't know, just because a team doesn't stream all the time or doesn't stream their scrims all the time, whatever it may be, doesn't mean they're not practicing. Doesn't mean they're not doing their job. Okay, so stop thinking that. But a team that you're seeing do it consistently is Shopify. They're always there. And that needs to be commended. Because that does stick out to me. That is sticking out in my brain, because that's one of the questions that I have. Are they able to take that next step? They're young. They're hungry. They have amazing skill on that team. Are they going to be able to take that next step? Personally, I don't think so for this event. Would I love to be proven wrong? Absolutely. Absolutely. Shakeups are the best fucking thing that happens, because it creates more storylines and it means the competition is even closer than we thought. So I still think we have a top 3 solidified. I've been saying this since the preseason. I've been saying this last year. We have a top 3. Whatever order that is, whoever's winning, right? But we have that top 3. I want to know if Shopify are going to take that next step. Whether it's London, whether it be the Atlanta, whatever, I want to see if they take that next step. And frankly, I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it. Will, the next question I have, and this is why I have both of us in different places here for complexity. Okay, so I want to know your thought process here. If you could elaborate further, how are complexity going to perform with Spartan still not at 100%? Adding on top of that the travel. I don't want to use travel as an excuse because so many fucking teams are coming over from the States to London. And I said it before, as long as they get in early, I hope they have enough time to like accommodate to the area that they're in or acclimate. I hope they have enough time to acclimate to the area that they're in. But Will, you have complexity higher than I do. What are your thoughts? How do you think Spartan's going to be on that roster going to LAN?
I put complexity in 5th, 6th because I'm just personally rooting for that team. I want them to succeed. I like the Spartan and Ride Noob combo, and I don't know why.
It's the X you can't quit.
Sure.
Fuck, dude, I'm telling you, that's really what it feels like.
The drama between them, and then they come together, and then they split, and then now they're back together. Like, I don't know. I just want a good story out of that. I think Spartan's going to be better than he was in Arlington.
He has to.
Like
that was, yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, I don't know. I want to see like that upset, like the complexity over Sentinels upset. Like, you guys drop me, we're gonna do something you're not expecting, and we're gonna take 5th, 6th over you. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see. That's why I have them there. I sometimes make my predictions off of like what would be cool. It's not expected, right? But it could be an awesome storyline or just a cool upset that could happen during the event.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to see, I want to see that come to fruition. So that's why I have them in 5th, 6th. Now with Spartan's health, it's still a question. You're right. If he's not feeling 100%, who knows what's going to happen on LAN?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're not going to know that till we see it happen.
Thank you for the explanation. I was curious your thoughts on that because they are a huge question mark for me heading into the event. I don't think they're a big question mark for me because I said it before and I'll say it again. I thought that Sentinels roster with Spartan, maybe I'm wrong about this, but from what I saw, it really felt like if Spartan doesn't do well, then that team doesn't do well. And Precision is obviously going to be a good fit for that team.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to see what they do. And I still think, I said it regardless of the health issues that happened with Spartan at Arlington. I'm sorry. But I was considering Sentinels to be a top 4 contender again. And I still think that with the replacement of Spartan for Precision. So I think they're still a top 4 contender. Real quick, Pharaoh says, I want Complexity and Sentinels to play so bad they never matched any of the online opens. Pharaoh, again, because predictions are always wrong, but if my bracket goes the way that I think it will, if I'm right, then they will match up against each other. Obviously, I'm not saying they do, but if my prediction's correct, then they will. And that should be, if it happens, a great matchup. Should be fun to watch. Daddy, no. If you fucking we're not sponsoring your ass if you get us tattooed on you. Unless it's a tramp stamp. If you get us tatted above your ass, we'll think about it.
Don't tempt the man.
We'll think about it. I'm not saying we'll do it. I said we'll think about it. You know what I mean? Inonosecta, I mispronounced the shit out of that, and I apologize. Just Landon and Radnade, thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the live show. Hope everyone's having a great night. Verb, I agree completely. It's why I've said time and time again that I thought, again, I could be wrong, but I thought that Sentinels team ran through Spartan. Like if Spartan played well, they win. If Spartan doesn't play well, they're going to lose. And now that they have precision, I'm curious if it's going to be the same thing. Instead of obviously Spartan, it's now precision where it runs through precision. And if he doesn't play well, which he'll play well, but like if he doesn't, then I wonder if they lose. You know what I mean? Listen every week. Thanks, Rad. Thank you so much. Happy to have you. All right, Will, next question I have. This is kind of really for me, and I had mentioned it during the prediction side of things. Thinking Native made it out of the open bracket, right? Which pool do they enter, and does that change my personal prediction? And I think I kind of went over it already, where I think they'll be in Pool D because I think they're going to be from winners, and I think they're going to have that top place. Like I think they're going to be the first team to make it through winners. But if they're the second team, they'll go into Pool C, in which case, if they do, then my prediction would be Native over Cloud9, which means Cloud9 would get a top 16 placing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll have to. That's the shitty part about the open bracket stuff, is that you just don't know how any of that is going to shake out, so you can't really determine ahead of time. But yeah, I just wanted to call that out just in case. Briscoe Jones. Actually, first up, Hardy with the 2 gifted subs too. Briscoe Jones and Grog. Thank you for the 2 gifted. You get a whoa. Welcome back, Hardy. Welcome back.
Josh.
What's up?
So in the open bracket, don't they play? They don't play the final matches, do they?
Correct.
If you get your top 4. So Native would only go into Pool D and not Pool C because of their points and their seeding.
Oh.
So they're either Pool D or Pool B.
Okay, then I'm going to say Pool D. I'm still saying Pool D.
Okay.
They're going to give them the D. That's what they're doing.
Oh. Okay. All right, then.
The Native D. So there's that. Verb says Native is Pool D, the Mexican team is Pool C. Do you think that SWAT Esports is going to be in Pool C? I'd love that. I would love, because I believe that's the former Lore roster. I would love to see them make it out of open bracket again and prove Kratos wrong again. That'd be fucking great. That'd be great. They are good. Like, I'm not discounting them. Like, they are good. I would love to see it. Would love to see it. Okay, the next question I have, Will. How much do you think, Will, how much do you think is the crowd going to be a factor for Into the Breach, Quadrant, and to an extent, Space Station?
I can see the crowd giving some hype to those players, those teams. But when it comes down to it, I don't feel like it's going to make that much of a difference. These teams, they play their style, they play the way they play, and it's going to, I think if this tournament was happening they're going to fall where they're going to fall, it would be the same anywhere else.
Okay. All right. I clearly have a differing opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm basically, one of my predictions is based off how the crowd affects it. So, oh, shit. All right. Now, again, this one's kind of for me specifically, but if my bracket goes the way that I predict it to, then one of the questions I have is, are we really going to have 3 potential iconic matchups happening early in the losers bracket? What I mean by that is Sentinels Complexity, I have them going against each other in losers round 2. Into the Breach and Quadrant, I have them happening in losers round 1. And then Proton, aka X Business with a little change up, against Native Gaming, which is a rematch of what happened in pool play at Arlington. And that would be a little bit there with a Collect going to Proton, getting released from Native. I'm curious. Very curious there. If those matches happen, they very well might not happen. But if those matches happen, that's going to be fucking crazy. To send teams home? That's fucking nuts. Oh, man. Vel says Woodham's mom going to smack anyone not rooting for Woodham. Well, we'll be wooting for Woodham. That's what we'll be doing. Actually, I'll be wooing. How about that, Will? We'll woo for Woodham.
You go for it.
Will doesn't want to join me in the woos. I get it. Whatever. Tool says, do you think Quadrant Into the Breach will get more love than Optic? Yeah. I think Quadrant will get the most love out of any team there. That's what I think. Like we thought crowds were loud for Optic at Arlington. I'm assuming, again, it's an assumption. I'm assuming that crowds will be much louder for Quadrant. You know what I'm genuinely curious, Will? I'm curious to see if like they have a special entrance that happens for them. They'll
pull up in F1 cars.
Oh my God.
Lando comes out of the tunnel.
I mean, you saw in the main stage graphic, it looks like they're going to have Lando's car there.
Yeah.
So
that would be cool.
I don't know. All right. And then the last question I have, Will. This is the question that everybody wants to know the answer to.
Okay.
And we're going to get that answer in just a few short days, Will. That question is, how is Monster going to perform this time transitioning to mouse and keyboard? They're in pool play. They are in pool play. They don't need to go through the open bracket. Now, granted, for those who don't know my take on this, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I understand if I get hate for this. I get it and respect it. It is what it is. But in my opinion, the only reason why that team got pool play in the first place is because they picked up Monster and he had the points necessary to get in there.
And he got the points by playing on really good teams.
Yeah. So with that in mind, Will, because they're playing in pool play, they're playing on PCs, so it'll be easier. You can play keyboard and mouse on the Xbox, but it should be quote unquote easier with the PCs and pool play. How is Monster going to perform now he's on mouse and keyboard, Will? What do you think?
Okay. 0.87 KD.
Wait, what? Wait, say it one more time.
0.87 KD. That's
0.87
my prediction.
0.87. All right. 0.87, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Shownotes says, is an improvement. Oh, no.
He went 09.62.
Yeah, I'm curious, man. I'm genuinely curious because we joke all the time. And
well, here's the thing: if they get eliminated early, that's not many games played. I think he can outperform a couple members that are on that squad on mouse and keyboard. He's going to go for the snipe all the time now. 0.87 is good if they go 0-3. Fine, fucking 0.5. I don't care. He's not. You're going 0. He's going 0-3 anyway. Like Monster's performance. I just like we wanted him to bust the cheating allegations. He can't perform on LAN. He has not been proven to perform on LAN. I just don't care at this point. Like that's kind of where I'm at. If he proves me wrong, great. Finally. Been waiting for it.
Yeah.
But
Riz says NA does stand for nearest airport.
Tyler, yeah, hate it for Manny.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
they did it. I mean, this is sound mean, but they did it to themselves.
Free pool play. Yeah, free pool play and travel coverage. I mean, at least they get to go.
Yep, they did it to themselves. They have to stay in the bed they made. So, and like this, again, this is coming from somebody who wants, like, I want him to do well. I've been wanting him to fight that stigma forever. I just don't think he performs well on LAN. And like the reason why I asked this question in a half joking, half not manner is because now that he's switched inputs, is he going to be more confident? I think one of the biggest issues that he had was this confidence. I don't think he had any. Because it's always in the back of your mind. Like cheating or not, it's just always in the back of his mind. So yeah, I want to see what happens. That was the last question I had, Will.
All right, perfect.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's it for our topic, our HCS London preview. Again, our predictions and everything are in the show notes of the show, !show notes in chat, or it's in the description if you're checking out the YouTube version or the on your favorite podcast service. We're going to be doing the after party again. So if you missed what we did for Arlington, we will be live every night of the major on this channel, twitch.tv/HCS Pro Talk. We'll have Twitch drops enabled. You can come join us. We're going to break down the series from that day. We'll be live every night around 9 p.m. Central. Okay? So yes, the matches will be ending much earlier than that, but I have a kid. So we're going to be going live later. It's called the after party for a reason. We'll be going live later. Every night, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, around 9 p.m. Central. So tune in for that. It's going to be a fun time. Hope to see you there. Break down the matches. We'll talk about shit. We'll see how bad our predictions have been throughout each day, because they're bound to be awful. There you go. Fuck you too, Blackout. Ron, I'd appreciate you. Are they showing 2 new maps at London? Ask Tops and Waffle. That is the rumor going around right now. The rumor is Coliseum would be one of them. Like a Collie remake from 5. And then maybe we see that Sank remake. I don't know. But there's that. Oh boy, more gray maps? I don't know. They need to be showing Tenrai 4. They need to fucking think of new shit for operations. What 2 remakes are they calling new maps this time? Like I said, Ronan, Collie has been like on that list for a while. And then that Sank remake from Unique is getting a lot of traction. So that could be the second. We'll just have to wait and see. And then also the other thing too that we didn't really mention, because it's a very small thing, but I'm guaranteed at this point, because it hasn't been announced yet, and they typically do these at majors, Will, Lucid's kill effect is the Optic Gaming logo that appears every time he gets a kill. So I'm assuming that the next bundle for teams will be unveiled at London, and it'll be kill effects with that organization's logo. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Tyler, it'd be for every partnered team. It'd be the next bundles in the store for the HCS. That's what I'm assuming it'd be.
Yeah. I think he's just saying that that's the one he's seen out and about.
Got it. Golden Arm, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Comes with a sniper variant as well. I just hope it's across the board. Like, fuck making it individual weapon. It should be. I think they don't make them for individual weapons. I think it has to be across the board. So
yeah, he's saying like the stanchion sniper, another weapon model.
Oh, a new model
or something like that.
Tools, new sniper model. What's the isn't that the is that sniper model gonna be the next weapon they do for like the metal variations? Right. You know what I mean, Will?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm curious about. Beth says I'm fully prepared to be disappointed. Jesus Christ. Alternative, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Tyler, are you saying that you were not a fan after the things were removed? The one thing I will say is, like, I'm happy that Unique took feedback. As soon as the map was released, he took feedback from players who were playing on Xbox and said that the Xbox performance was not that great. And so he's already made changes to it to make it more performative on the consoles. So that's nice. It's good to see. Especially if it's ever going to be included in competitive play, it needs to fucking play properly on both platforms. Tools, Jesus Christ. At least we have more maps we don't have to learn the callouts on, says Infamous. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. All right. So, yeah. Can't fucking wait for this weekend. It's going to be a great time. I don't want to use it as an excuse, so I'm really, really hoping that the travel is not an issue for these players that are coming from across the pond. I'm super stoked for another LAN here. We finally got Atlanta dates after so fucking long too. It's like finally things feel like they're coming together. And it genuinely feels like Quadrant are really setting this up to be a special event for those attending. So if you are attending, I say it for every single event we have. We do not know how many more of these we're going to get. We really, like, this may or may not be the last one we have in the EU region, okay? I'm not saying it is, but it could be, right? If you are attending this event, soak it all in. Don't take any of it for granted. Just enjoy it, embrace it, and you get to watch some of the best players in the world compete. It's one of our favorite things to do is watch these players do what they do best. So, enjoy the weekend. It's going to be a fucking special one. And join us for the after party streams after the day's matches are concluded. It's going to be a great time. Let's get into some regular news. Survive the Undead overview by the Forge Falcons. This is the new like zombies mode that they introduced into the playtest playlist in Halo Infinite. You can play it right now. This has replaced Legendary Firefight King of the Hill. So this is a match-made playlist right now in Halo Infinite. You can check out. This was designed and created by the Forge Falcons. It is a custom mode and map. Here is what it includes. An attack perk machine that gives players extra damage and increases melee impulse. And there are 4 tiers that can be purchased. There's a Juggernaut perk machine. Gives players extra health and gives vampirism. There are 4 tiers as well. There's a Rush perk machine. Gives players increased movement speed, reload speed, melee recovery, slide speed, and sprint speed. And again, there are 4 tiers. Player buyback. On purchase, a fallen ally will be revived, and for the next 30 seconds, that revived player will have extremely high damage resistance to give them a chance to get back in the fight. There's an ammo refill. On purchase, it will refill all your weapons ammo to full. This only applies to the player that buys it. There's a point sharing where it will split the points evenly between how many players are present in a match. A weapon mixer. On purchase, it will give players a random weapon variant. This does not take into account what weapon you're holding. It is completely random. The weapons the weapon mixer gives out are only available to get using the weapon mixer. The random weapon generator. It gives players a completely random weapon. Power kill. The drop makes all enemies practically a one-shot kill for the next 30 seconds after pickup. They have a 1.25% chance to drop after an AI enemy. Power points. This drop gives players double points for every kill for the next 30 seconds after pickup, and they can stack. So if you get more than 1 in 30 seconds, you're going to be set. Death to the enemy. This drop kills all present AI on the map and gives players 400 points after pickup. And the round generator. This drop refills players' ammo and all guns after pickup, and this applies to all players as well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the overview for Survive the Undead, which you can play right now in Halo Infinite. And that's also it for the regular news. This would be time for God of the Games Watch, but no, and the rocker still sucks. So it's time for Will's Adventures of the Universe and Other Games too. Will, what'd you play over the last week?
Some Halo Infinite and some X-Defiant, and kind of the same old with Infinite. We did random eights on Saturday that a lot of people surprisingly showed up for. And people are asking for eights to continue to possibly happen on Saturdays. We'll see if that fits in the schedule, or at least I'll throw an event up and see if people are available, even if I can't be there. Yeah, Tyler, I think it was 5 series total. Thoughts on X-Defiant? It's okay. I enjoy playing with people, but it's not something I'm going to main or stick around with for a long time. I think it'll be popular for a few months and we'll go back to other things.
Holt said, I'm not even going to read it. Not even gonna read
Escort can suck. That mode can suck sometimes. It's so long. And I've yet to try the 4v4, but some people, I've heard night and day, or opposite sides. Some people like it. Some people are like, well, it's just the same thing.
Will, you said ranked is currently not in the game, or not to the extent that we're expecting?
It's like a trial thing right now. It's not like it's fully released.
Okay. Yeah, I'm curious when that releases, what players' sentiment around the game is, or grows to be, continues to be. I don't know. Because we know kind of the whole point with that game is to be a competitive shooter, right? And
yeah,
having established ranked modes definitely appeases players. So yeah, I'm curious to see that. I'm curious to see how quickly they implement feedback as well. I'm curious to see how quickly they introduce new features, maps, modes, whatever it may be. Will, correct me if I'm wrong here. I've not played X-Defiant yet, but I heard that there is no traditional team deathmatch.
No, there is not.
That as a fan of Slayer game types, I know, controversial. I'm a little upset about that. So
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if all of the it's one of those things where it's like Call of Duty, but for an esports scene, will all the abilities get too gimmicky to really feel really competitive? You know what I mean?
Sure.
And then they're already working on some things like the hitbox is sometimes or hit registration is sometimes broken. That's a top priority. Desyncs in the game, I've died around walls so many times. Yeah. It's in some bad desync too. So
great.
yeah, it's needs some work.
Do you think the game needs kill streaks?
No.
Okay.
No, you already have your abilities which are on timers.
Oh, they're on timers.
Yeah, so like I have like there's a recon suit, right? You press the button, you get like a ping system that goes out around you. After it's done, it like takes 20 something seconds to regen. Right?
And
whatever, 30 seconds. And each ability is different depending on what you pick.
are these timers influenced at all by like getting kills or anything like that? Or is it as a static timer, or not static, but like a strict timer that's adhered to?
I think it's a strict timer. What is influenced is your ultimate.
Okay.
The more kills you get, the faster you get your ult. Normally, I only see someone get like one ult a game. Like each player is only going to earn one ult.
Okay.
If at all.
All right. Thank you for the clarification.
I will say, I've seen, so at the end of the game, like kind of a post-carnage report, your team shows up and it was like, most damage block is Phantom, most or highest KD, whatever. There has been a couple, let's say your teammate didn't really do anything. One showed up the other day that just said present, like they were there.
Okay.
There was no stat for them, which made me laugh. I've seen ran around, made an effort. Tankaroo said, yeah.
Oh my God.
Shio says saw helped. Yeah, apparently, yeah, people have been seeing other things. So yeah, like if they don't really have a stat to be shown, they get a random. Shio says it's comedy. It is.
Shadow, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the live show. Infamous. So Will, you and I talked about this outside of this, but Infamous asked, thoughts on X Defiance no skill-based matchmaking?
It's what it's going to do ultimately is people that aren't great at the game are going to be driven away. It'll just it's not going to be fun for them. Like, right? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I made the mistake. My Joey, our buddy Joey.
Yeah.
I was past the level 25 for the welcome playlist, and he downloaded it and played with me, and he just got stomped. Like, he didn't know what to do yet. He was still learning, and he hasn't touched the game since. We played literally 2 matches, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm done with this," and he's literally done with the game because of that no skill-based matchmaking experience. So they already lost a player just right there. Maybe my bad for bringing him in, but he's not going to play the game solo. He didn't have anyone else to play with, so yeah. Good experiment. Should probably like change the parameters so there is some loose skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, Riz says it's in the welcome playlist, but not in any other playlist.
Yeah.
And real quick, Will, Briggs, personally, I think it does because I love a TDM mode in any shooter. I use TDM as like I can turn my brain off and just, get in, shoot some guns, have a good time. I love TDM modes in games. I love it in COD, love Slayers in Halo, loved it in Gears of War, stuff like that. So not against objective modes, but just not having that type of just team deathmatch in a shooter, kind of weird to me.
Yeah. I think the reasoning behind that is the different types of characters. Because in my opinion, if it was team deathmatch, everyone's running a ghillie suit or intel. Like, I'm not going to see people pull out the shield because it takes so long. Like there's like almost like a Titan wall for Destiny players. Just because it's not the recharge time, there's no like area to hold, so to speak. And you're not going to see those picked as often. Beth makes a good point. There is hot shot, which is like kill confirmed, which is kind of your Slayer mode, right?
Yeah, it's close, like, but obviously not the same.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Meh. I don't know what else. That's I will like the one thing. I guess the one positive is I do like the gun grind, leveling up for attachments, all that, getting camos, whatever it may be. Like that feels good to me. People are saying it's way too slow, but makes you play the game. It gives you, there's a point to play the game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shio says 100 levels is pretty insane, though, for a camo. It is. It is.
Is that now? Hold on. Here's my question though. Is that the first camo you get for that gun though?
No, like there's, what is it? 25, 50, 100 for like bronze, silver, gold.
Okay.
Something like that. And I also like that when you level a gun, it's for that gun and that gun's attachments, not for, I'm throwing a little shade at COD. Level the P90 to level 5 to get the barrel for the M.
That stupid
MP7.
Shit.
Get MP7 to level 12 to get the sight for, you know, whatever gun.
Yeah, that sounds, I mean, yeah, that always felt weird. Like I get it, you like they want to make you use different guns and stuff like that. They want you to use the sandbox. But at the same time, it's like my brain thinks, why the fuck am I using this gun for something that I use for the gun I actually like? Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
So,
Infamous asks, is the monetization on X Defiant reasonable? I haven't bought anything. When you do first load up the game, the DedSec characters are locked and you can buy them right away, but there's also a challenge currently. Like if you get 700,000 XP, you then unlock that character. So really all you're getting is, you know, skins, emotes, the normal stuff. I think it's okay. I don't even want to say it's okay. It's probably a little expensive for my taste, but it is.
So real quick, Shio says, I think the battle pass is $30, so that's not bad. And then he says, I don't know if it gives you coins back or not, but Halt replied that it does. So it sounds like it's a now. Okay, here's my question to the folks in chat as well. Is this an instance of like I think Fortnite does this, I think, where if you buy the battle pass, you get enough of the currency within the pass to then buy the next one? Like, does it do that? That's what I'm curious about. Tankaroo says battle pass is like $7. The founders pack is $30. Okay, so yeah, that's my question then, is if you buy the battle pass, does it include enough currency to buy the next battle pass? All right. If nobody knows, that's fine too. I just wanted to throw the question out there. Because that would be like a notch in its belt to be like, oh, that's not as egregious as others. You know what I mean? So. Tankaroo says you do not get enough currency to buy the next. But this is just preseason, only 50 tiers. Okay. Okay, so I'll reserve full judgment to when they actually like fully launch the fucker.
Release the full Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true that it is called like preseason. It's not like season 1 of X Defiant.
We'll just have to wait and see, Will.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Do you see yourself re-engaging with it?
X Defiant?
Like, are you wanting to play more? Like, when you get off the game or you wait like a day or whatever, are you wanting to get back on it?
Let me put it this way. Pretty much all I play now is Halo, right?
Okay. Yeah.
If there's no one on Halo or I don't have a reason to play Halo, I'll play X Defiant. If I'm feeling the COD itch, I'm not going to buy COD. I've pretty much boycotted COD for a while now. I will play X Defiant instead.
And this is free to play.
It's free to play.
Awesome. Okay.
It's a good, like, sometimes it's just like, turn off your brain, run at things, shoot your gun. Cool.
X Defiant, everybody.
So anyway, X Defiant.
Run at things, shoot your gun, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. That's all I played. Josh, what about you, sir?
I finished the Indigo Disc DLC in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so that's the final DLC. I finally fucking finished that, and now I'm just working on completing that additional Pokedex. So shout out to Snagoo. If he ever hears or listens to this, I always say fuck you to him, but in all sincerity, thank you to him because he helps me get the Violet exclusives while I get all the Scarlet stuff. So shout out to him, and he helps me with the fucking with the trade evolutions. So shout out to Snag. Love that guy. Fuck you, Snag. And then finally, a little Destiny 2 as well. Doing some final prep for the final shape. Get it, chat? So,
Hey.
yeah, that's all I've really been playing. Haven't had a lot of time to play. But yeah, just really, really excited for that final expansion for the Light and Darkness saga of Destiny, and we'll see what happens there. The Ronin asks, where would you rank Scarlet and Violet in the franchise? Oh, man. That's a tough question. Oh, that's a tough question. Okay, considering I've never completed, and by complete, I mean played through, like I'm working on it now, like in a lot of, like very, very small spare time increments, I'm working on them, but Black and White and Black 2 and White 2, I've never finished those. And I've heard those games are like great, like genuinely great. So with that in mind, I still think Heart Gold and Soul Silver are my favorite, followed by like Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but like Emerald, that ordeal. Oh man, I'm gonna get shit for this. Yeah, fuck it. They're right there after that. I love Scarlet and Violet. The performance is abysmal. Like, the performance is abysmal. It's unbelievably awful how many frames are dropped during doing the most mundane shit in that game. But holy fuck, do I find it fun. I find it so fun, man. I love them. I'm a big, like, with open world games, I am that idiot who loves who loves just checking off the checkboxes. Like going here, doing this, collecting this, doing everything in this region, and all. Like I do that in open world games. And so always having, like in Scarlet and Violet, always having a little thing glinting on the ground to pick up, or like a Pokeball, an item to pick up on the ground, always something to chase after. I love. But what they've been doing in modern games is that you can finally see them all in the wild. You don't have to run through grass to get a random battle to hope you get the one that you want. You're able to see it right then and there. Love that. I love how relatively easy the Pokedex is in Scarlet and Violet. Believe it or not, it's the first ever Pokedex I actually completed. Like I said, I'm working on the final DLC's Pokedex, but like I've 100%ed the base game, like all 400 there. And then I 100%ed the Teal Mask, which obviously things carry over from the main decks, but either way, I love them. I genuinely love them. And I know how bad they look and how bad they perform, but man, I love them. So. But yeah, Ronan, like I said, I think Heart Gold, Soul Silver are still probably my favorites. So like Gold, Silver, Crystal, obviously. I think those are still my favorites out of all of them, but I love Scarlet and Violet. It's great. What's up, Rami? Welcome back. So we're talking about Pokemon for a sec. I'm sorry. It's my bad. Yeah, that's really all I played, Will. I'm just back on the Pokemon grind, man. I don't know why. Just back on that grind. And Will, little teaser for Off the Rails for the patrons out there. That's coming out on Wednesday, by the way. But we talked about the thing I was going to get my daughter. It came in the mail today. Got everything installed on it. I tinkered with it a little bit. It was a fun time. And I'm just like, I said in that thing that like I'm gonna wait to introduce her to Pokemon until she's like a year older, so her reading skills will be better. But sure. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited for her, even if she doesn't care for it. Like I'm excited for her to really take that first step like we did when we were kids, and like if she jives with it, that's fucking great. But if she doesn't, it's okay. It's not a big deal to me. So,
all right.
Shio says you must tell us her first starter. Like I said, she's 5 right now. I'm waiting she watches the show and whatnot. She's watched versions of the shows and all that. But I'm waiting for her reading skills to be a little better, to actually introduce her to the games, because I want her to like actually be able to play it and not, struggle with that. So I'm thinking around 6, potentially 7. That's when we'll get her into it. So it'll be fun. Well, you know what? Before we get to the shoutouts and community creations and all that fun stuff, we got some folks in chat. I want to ask, Rami, you said you're a big fan of Pokemon. Everybody in chat, real quick, favorite Pokemon. What's your favorite Pokemon? I'm not asking favorite starter. I'm asking, what is your favorite Pokemon? Not game, literal pocket monster. Which is your favorite Pokemon? Tankaroo, Lechonk, Zekrom for Ultra, love it. Pachirisu, Watsy, let's go. Goku, Ronan, I respect the answer. If there was ever a Fortnite crossover with Pokemon, you already have Goku in there. Rotom, fucking Rami. Now, hold on. Hold on, Rami. What variation? Like, what? What appliance are we talking about here? You know what I mean? Room washing machine. Watsy gets it. Like, what appliance, Rotom, are we talking about here? That's what I'm curious about. God damn. Metagross. Metagross is amazing. Bulbasaur. The mower. Oh my God. Beth says, as somebody who's never watched or played it at all, Squirtle. A lot of people love Squirtle, Beth. The fucking Squirtle squad? Iconic. Will, what's your favorite Pokemon?
Yeah. I had to think about this. I know I'm an oddball. I started with Bulbasaur. I'm gonna go with this answer. Shit, just slapped my mic. One of my first holographic cards I got was a Dratini.
Oh, nice.
And it was sick. Like, I still remember that card. And then I had a little like Beanie Baby Dratini too. I'm gonna go with that.
Dratini?
Dratini's fucking It's freaking awesome.
Dratini is one of the cutest Pokemon ever, too.
I'll take it.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Real talk, though, I love Suicune. Ronan, Suicune's amazing. Suicune is amazing. The fucking cover Pokemon for Crystal. Oh, my God. Can we talk about how great that Crystal cartridge was? Like, oh, my God. Nintendo was doing something special with some of these cartridges, man. And that Crystal cartridge for the Game Boy Color was amazing. Oh, man. Rami says, my favorite Pokemon card is the Umbreon VMAX Alt one, where it's Umbreon reaching for the I assume you're saying Moon? I wish I had the card. Oh, fuck. I'm pissed I put it away somewhere. My favorite card that I've gotten recently is, I think, a Mewtwo, either a VMAX or something or other, but it's like him against. I'm so stupid at remembering this because clearly I'm not remembering, but it's him against another Pokemon in like a city scene. And like you see the battle taking place. Like, that card's fucking rad. Shining Legends Mewtwo alt. Is that what I'm talking about? I'm looking it up right now. Oh, that is not the one I'm talking about. That is cool, though. That is very cool. But yeah, whatever the fucking one I'm thinking about is, that's probably my favorite Pokemon card. They did a full out of Charizard and Venusaur fighting. That's sick. I know they have one with Mewtwo and Charizard. Mewtwo and Charizard. That's, yeah. Mewtwo and Charizard fighting card. I'm going to look this up. Yeah, that's the fucking card. It's a V-Star. That's what it is. And I forget whether or not I have the Charizard one or the Mewtwo one, but it's one of those. It's the V-Star. That's probably my favorite Pokemon card I have. Just Your Average Halo guy says, I got a base set Charizard when I was a kid. I hope it's still okay buried in my closet. I hope it's okay too. I really do. All right. Sorry for the Pokemon chat, ladies and gentlemen. Dumpy. Crown Zenith, baby. See, Pokemon for the ages, you know? Pokemon's it's for everybody. Everybody can enjoy the fucking pocket monsters. I love this. You guys are great. Thanks for indulging me. I appreciate it. I didn't say my favorite Pokemon because it's such a fucking cop-out answer, but my favorite's probably Charizard. It's always been Charizard. I always run the fire starters in every game that I play. Therefore, I started with Pokemon Red when I was a kid. Got my Charmander. Got my Charizard. Fucking love Charizard. Want to give a shout out to Cyndaquil. Fucking love me some Cyndaquil. You know what else I want to throw a shout out to, Will? I want to throw a shout out to Alolan Vulpix. I'm going to throw a shout out to Alolan Vulpix. One of the cutest fucking Pokemon ever. Ever. I understand it's not a fire type, Shio. I never said it had to be a fire type. I'm just saying I want to throw a shout out to it. That's all. That's all. So yeah, there we go. That's all I played. Played some Pokemon. all right. Jinx, you owe me a fucking pop, bitch. It's time for some shots! Happy belated birthday to Furzilla and Absent. Happy belated birthday to you, gents. Hope it was a great one. Shout to everyone who followed and subbed during the live show. That includes that fine guy, TZ Brax, Tops and Waffle. I mispronounced this. Inanosecta, Just Landon, Radnade, Golden Arm, Alternative, and Shadow. Thank you all for the follows. Greatly appreciated. Uncle Bobby with the 21-month resub. Absent with the 10-month resub. Beth with the 49 motherfucking month resub. And Pancakes with the gifted, and Hardy with the 2 gifted. You all get a woo! And Daddy with the bit. Hashtag bit by bit. And then also, shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. Like I said before, if you're a patron, you will get your May content on Wednesday this week. So stay tuned. If you're a semi-pro and higher tier, you'll get your Off the Rails episode. If you're a pro and higher tier, you'll get your Off the Rail episode and Pro Talk Plays episode. Stay tuned for those. Will did some unbelievably amazing edits on the Pro Talk Plays episode.
Just a couple. Not amazing. Simple, but fun.
They are amazing. They made me laugh out loud hysterically. I was so happy. I hope you guys enjoy that. It was a great time. Well, it was a bad time for me. Hopefully it's a great time for everyone else. But shout out to everyone who's a patron at the semi-pro and higher tiers. That includes Hardy, Class, Bart, Blackout, Barnaby, Jones, Remedy Boots, Head Honcho, Watsy, Dakota, Christian D, Pancakes, Ashley, Voodoo Man, Rostermania Jr., Ricky Durr, Snagoo, Raider, Hater, Peanut Butt, One Swole, Danny Phantom, Riznak, Zarners, Obby, Damn, Mr. Smiley, High Tech, Redneck, Goalie, Sniper, The Only Neeb, Heavy Rainfall, and Elated Our Board. Thank you so very much for the extra support over on Patreon. Will, community creations. Halo memes every day. Reddit.com/r/Halo memes. Go check it out. Or don't.
Always.
Yeah. Always. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good, Watsy. We'll do that. We will do that. We'll send our love over to Eli's way. He's doing that sumathon. Hell yeah. All right. We have a video. We're going to show the video to everybody here. This is from All in Juan. He had asked specifically for us to do this basically going in blind. We don't know what the actual title of the video is supposed to be. We don't know what the thumbnail of the video is actually going to be. But Mr. All in Juan in the chat has been working with us for the past year. And he said that he had something special planned. This is that video, I guess you could say. Will, do you have it queued up and ready to go on your end?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm nervous. Are we staying on cam for this?
No.
For the reaction?
We'll cut to the reaction after the fact, but like we're going to show the video to the viewers at home.
Okay.
All right.
Let me know when to press play here.
I will let you know. So this is from All in Juan. Oh, Shio, real quick. The only reason why we didn't have upcoming tournaments is because the only upcoming tournament happening this week is the London Major. And yes, I will still stupidly shout out Noob Combo that doesn't exist anymore in future episodes. It's just I didn't in this episode because the only one was London Major. So there you go. It's not gone forever, I promise. Much to Will's chagrin. So,
yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, we have this video from All in Juan. We don't know what it is. We have not seen it yet. So Will, let me count us down here. I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, go, and then on go, we'll hit play, okay?
All right.
So in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no. Oh, no.
No context.
That's it, Bart. Rostermania! Rostermania! Oh, no, dude.
Thing's ginormous.
It is. It's pretty fucking big. Ew. Josh is wet 6 minutes in. Bro needs to chill.
Ooh.
You know, no chill. Will is huge. Yeah, he's monstrous right now. He's monster boy. I don't care how big it is. I don't care. I don't care how big it is. My throat's going to be raw, daddy. Fuck. Daddy? And then it just comes out because it's like a fucking. I let it out. You know, you can't repress it. You gotta let it out.
The show shouldn't be where you get out your fucking pent up sexual energy, man.
It's actually 24 feet soft. Oh, so anyway, I just started blasting. I'm fucking dumb today. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? Maybe I'm fucking stupid. I am fucking stupid, but that's besides the point. Where's Optic Gaming? Where's Optic Gaming? Y'all fucking bricked up? What the fuck does that mean? God damn it. I'm here to have some goddamn fun.
I'm not going first.
Yes, you are, you little bitch. This
was meant to be at the end, okay?
Okay. Fucking pound your dick in, Will. No fucking way. I'm crying. Holy shit. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Woo.
Oh my God. Oh.
That needs to be the fucking like intro to the channel video. Juan, where are you?
I've realized, Will, in that 1.5-minute video, I realized something very apparent about this show.
What's that?
A lot of sexual pent-up energy.
Yeah,
and I swear a lot. That's holy shit.
You didn't know that?
Well, I mean, I do, but you know, like when it's fucking put in front of you.
Oh.
What the fuck name is that? Sizigi? Bro, how do you pronounce your name? Thanks for the follow, though. Welcome to the live show. Hey, Will.
Yeah.
I kind of want to watch it again. You want to watch it again? One more time? No. One more time for old time's sake?
Go ahead and fucking let's run it back.
All right, we're gonna run it back, guys. I have to see this again. I was laughing way too hard. I didn't pay attention to fucking felt like half of it. Like, we gotta go again. We're going again. Josh, you have no clue how many times we've mispronounced that on the HRL cast. I can only fucking assume with a name like that. At first, I thought it was Synergy, and then it's like, no, it's not. We're going again.
Count me down.
Oh shit! Count you down. Okay, wait. 3, 2, 1, go.
That's it, Bart.
Rostermania.
Rostermania. Thing's ginormous.
It is. It's pretty fucking big. Ew. Josh is wet. 6 minutes in. Bro needs to chill. Ooh. You know, no chill. Will is huge. Yeah, he's monstrous right now. He's monster boy. I don't care how big it is. I don't care. I don't care how big it is. My throat's gonna be raw, daddy. Fuck. Daddy? And then it just comes out because it's like a fucking. I let it out. You know, you can't repress it. You gotta let it out.
The show shouldn't be where you get out your fucking pent up sexual energy, man.
It's actually 24 feet soft. So anyway, I just started blasting. I'm fucking dumb today. You know what I mean? What are we talking about? Maybe I'm fucking stupid. I am fucking stupid, but that's besides the point. Where's Optic Gaming? Where's Optic Gaming? Y'all fucking bricked up? What the fuck does that mean? God damn it. I'm here to have some goddamn fun.
I'm not going first.
Yes, you are, you little bitch.
This was meant to be at the end, okay?
Okay. Fucking pound your dick in, Will. Holy shit. Oh my God.
No.
Oh my God. Oh. You know, I say this. Mjolnir, welcome back, by the way. I say this every time I see an all-in-one video. But God damn it, that's the best one I've ever seen. That was the best all-in-one video ever seen. Not just because it's us. Like, fuck that. But like, wow. Just the amount of effort put into that video from beginning to end. Like Will posted in the chat, guys, go sub to All in Juan on YouTube. Go fucking follow him on Twitter. Juan says it's such an honor working with you guys. Such an honor. No, Juan, no. You have been nothing short of incredible.
Oh my God.
Not only just like working alongside us, but just you as a person. You in general are just incredible. Wow. I was literally crying laughing both times.
Oh yeah.
Both fucking times.
Same, man. Same.
Oh my God. Juan, thank you so much for making that. I'm so glad that we went into that blind. I had no idea what to fucking expect. Yeah, I think I can definitively say that was the best thing I've ever seen by All in Juan. I mean, I've seen some fucking great shit by him, but like that might be.
Oh, that's just top notch right there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Dude, the me staring into the distance while you're going off in the spinny wheel. I'm like, I know exactly what was happening in that moment too. I was just reading chat while you were going off, trying to catch up on what I'd missed from whatever I was doing.
Oh my God.
Good
Shio,
shit.
have a great
Good
night,
shit.
man. Yeah, and the fucking like just the ending of going first, you little bitch. Oh my God. Oh
man.
Wow. How the water bottles have changed throughout the episodes, you know? Goddamn. The audio listeners are in for a great time. Talk about completely out of context. Like, obviously that's the name of the video, but like, wow. You're right, man. Shout out to Juan. Shout out to Juan, man. God damn it. One of the best people, period. Have some more community creations here to talk about quickly. We have the community corner for Licinity by 343. Shout out to Sin. You can go check out that article over on Waypoint. We have Serenity, which is a Sanctuary remake, which we had mentioned earlier in the show. This is by Unique. Go check that map out. And a Unique original map called Horizon, which is also built for competitive play. Go check that map out too. The Titans of Orlando photo album by Meg. We love a good photo album for LAN events. Meg has delivered theirs, so go ahead and check that out for Titans of Orlando. Halo's Man of Mystery. This is bound by Tide the Leader. Go check that video out. And also stay tuned for their Micwin video, which is coming out later as well. The HCS London pre-show with Onset and Bravo by The Narrative. They are finally back to making the videos. I've missed their videos. I'm glad to see them back. Go check out that pre-show. It's a good one. And then Risk versus Reward, Warcry Episode 1. This is by Native Gaming Halo. It documents their series through Arlington. So go check that video out too. And that is it for the community creations. That's all I got, Will, for this episode of the show. So if you would do me a fucking favor and fucking, I'm at a loss for words right now.
Yeah.
Plug the show. That's the word I'm looking for.
That's plug the show. As Josh mentioned earlier, we have our Patreon contents coming out soon for this month. If extra audio show, video show, we're doing a Q&A, things like that, other things, go check it out. Patreon.com/HCS Pro Talk, all one word. As always, you can find us on your favorite podcast services. Just search for HCS Pro Talk. We're on iTunes, Podbean, Spotify, and others like Josh's favorite.
Pocket Cast, still not an ad. I was drinking water. I apologize.
You're good. You can find the links to all of our socials on Linktree, tr.ee/HCS Pro Talk, again, all one word, where you'll find links to our Discord, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and even our merch. Be on the lookout for the London major drop coming soon. And then if you go to hcsprotalk.com, we'll actually send you over to the fine folks at Podcast Evolve. Make sure to check out haloevolve.co,
your home for Halo,
where they've been hosting us over there for a little bit on that site. You can find their great shows such as Podcast Evolve, Mission Debrief, Halo TV Plus, Book Club, Build with Blocks, Halo Headlines, and Halo Gear Guide. And Josh, that's all I have. If they don't know what we usually do you want to tell the folks what's on the next episode?
On our next episode of the show is our HCS London post show. And for those paying very close attention and looking at the number of episodes, that would be episode 342, which means 1 week after that is our 343rd episode of this fucking thing that we do every week. Will, thank you for reading through those as always. And again, the sentiment that I want to leave everybody with as we close out this episode, as we look forward to London for the weekend, is what I said earlier during the topic. And I mean it when I say this. We don't know how many of these we're going to get. What I mean by that is we don't know how many lands, we don't know how many majors we're going to get in this esport. I'm not trying to sound doom and gloom. I'm not. But we cannot take these for granted when we get them. Especially when you get one in the EU region. If you are going there, please enjoy it. And like I said earlier, take it all in. Don't take it for granted. If you're going to be going to any other event this year, enjoy it, embrace it. You're there with everybody else that loves the same thing that you do. You may not all like the same teams, but you all love the scene and you all love the game that's being played. So embrace it, enjoy it. And if you're watching from home, enjoy the weekend as well. Come join us for the after party streams each and every night around 9 p.m. Central to break it all down with us. It'll be a fun time. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll go rate up Eli. He's doing a subathon. Hope everyone has a great fucking week. Shout out again to All in Juan for that video. Shout out again to All in Juan for everything that he's done for us over the past year. And yeah, let's go watch some unbelievable Halo this weekend. Until next week for our post show. That's all we got. Let's go rate Eli. Have a great night, everyone. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week about what happened. Or we'll talk to you this weekend about what's going on at the London Major. But until then, I've got one question for you. Are you ready?